You got into the safety business because you wanted to protect people, but somewhere along the way, the job started controlling your time, your schedule, your priorities, even your income potential. What if the expertise you've built over the years in the field can give you something more? More freedom, more control, more ownership of your future. I'm Sheldon Primus, the author of 7 Steps to Starting a Profitable Safety Consulting Business and the host of the Safety Consultant Podcast, with more than 350 episodes helping safety professionals become consultants and grow their career. Consulting changed my life. In fact, I'm a full-time RVer, and one consulting contract paid for my home I live in today. Now, I help safety professionals build their own consulting practice through bi-weekly coaching calls, accountability, and personal guidance. But this program isn't for everyone. Start with the Consultant Readiness Audit at sheldon.coach.
What if everything we thought we knew about safety was just interference? From the host of the Rated R Safety Show and the founder of Safety FM comes the complete Signal Transmission Trilogy, now available in one powerful edition. Safety, in my opinion, the book that started the conversation. Safety Mutation, where the boundaries of culture, systems, and belief begin to break. And now, Safety Transmission, the final piece of the signal. For the first time, all 3 books are together in one volume. The Signal Transmission Trilogy, Complete Edition. This isn't just about compliance. It's about consciousness. It's about decoding the way we think, lead, and live, inside and outside the system. Whether you've been following the signal since the beginning or you're just now tuning in, this is the version to own. Search Signal Trilogy on Amazon or visit safetyfm.com to get your copy now.
This show is brought to you by Safety FM.
Warning, the following broadcast contains adult language, adult content, frank safety discussions, and stories that might sound unbelievable. But believe me, every one of those stories is true. We didn't start the safety war, but we are going to fight to win it. For our families, for our communities, for our workplaces, and for our lives. I wanted to thank everybody for the input that I received last week on last week's episode on the Texas mass murder situation in Uvalde schools. Like with a lot of controversial things, some people love you, some people hate you. I appreciate a lot of the feedback because it helps me to argue a little bit better, to know where I need to work on some areas and things of that nature. So I welcome feedback. This week, we're going to talk about short answers and the importance of short answers when you're dealing with people. Back, it must have been around 2011, I came across a book by a guy named Mark McClish, who does a lot of training in what's called Statement Analysis, which is a registered trademark, not mine. And what it is the process of analyzing a person's words to see if the person is being truthful or deceptive. And I use this book in a lot of accident investigation classes and in sections so I could teach people how, and especially people on my staff, how do you determine whether someone's telling the truth or not. Of course, nobody ever reads this book. It's highly recommended. So I did a presentation. I developed the presentation on it. You could give me a call. I could deliver it to your organization. Anyway, today, now I read this book and, I know you're lying. Yeah. They're detecting someone else's deception. But are you giving off yourself a aura of deception and sabotaging yourself? That's what I learned from the book. How I had a tendency back in my early career of sabotaging myself because I wouldn't do something. It's called shut up. Real simple. You make your answers short and sweet. Todd Conklin in dealing with when the worst things happen to your organization. I forget the name of the book. I just finished it. But when the worst things happen, what does he tell you? 3 things. 1, this is what we know. Number 2, this is what we don't know. Number 3, this is what we're trying to find out. This way, you have honesty and it's nice and short. If you go up there and start going on and on and on and on and on and on and on, guess what? You're going to be caught up, and people are going to trip you up in what you're saying. They're going to not going to believe you. Even if you're 100% truthful and honest, they're not going to believe you. Today, we had a situation where somebody got caught up in this trap. And I coached the guy. The guy got bumped up to his management and paperwork, and it's a nightmare. I said, look, let me give you a little coaching here. When someone asks you or tells you something, safety violation, police officer, what, doesn't matter. And I love law enforcement. I got them in my family. I love them. I have law enforcement. Nice, short, and sweet answers. If you start to go and start going on and give explanations, sounds like you're giving excuses. Sounds like you're not telling the truth, even if you are telling the truth. If someone does that to you, where they keep on making excuses and going on when a simple yes or no answer would be sufficient, that may be a reason to believe you're being lied to or there's deception. So what's the moral of the story? Short, sweet answers in as few words as possible if you're asked a question. And remember, we do have what are called Miranda rights in the United States. You have the right to remain silent. Why? Because anything you say or do can and will be used against you in a court of law. Well, guess what? How many people give up their Miranda rights without knowing it? And they don't assert those Miranda rights. That's an issue. So again, short, sweet answers. That's today's lesson. That's how we're going to fight the safety war, and that's how we're going to win it, by being believable. For Safety Wars, this is Jim Posel. Is your safety training old, stale, and hackneyed? Is your safety trainer still preaching a warped version of behavior-based safety? How about safety training that actually addresses your hazards in your workplaces and is not standardized baloney from 25 years ago? Contact the Safety Wars team at safetywars.com or call Jim Posel at 845-269-5772. Remember, if you're receiving this message, you are the solution to unsafe workplaces.
The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and its guest and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within this podcast are only examples. They should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the position of the company. No part of this podcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic, recording, or otherwise, without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast, Jay Allen.
You got into the safety business because you wanted to protect people, but somewhere along the way, the job started controlling your time, your schedule, your priorities, even your income potential. What if the expertise you've built over the years in the field can give you something more? More freedom, more control, more ownership of your future. I'm Sheldon Primus, the author of 7 Steps to Starting a Profitable Safety Consulting Business and the host of the Safety Consultant Podcast, with more than 350 episodes helping safety professionals become consultants and grow their career. Consulting changed my life. In fact, I'm a full-time RVer, and one consulting contract paid for my home I live in today. Now, I help safety professionals build their own consulting practice through bi-weekly coaching calls, accountability, and personal guidance. But this program isn't for everyone. Start with the Consultant Readiness Audit at sheldon.coach.
What if everything we thought we knew about safety was just interference? From the host of the Rated R Safety Show and the founder of Safety FM comes the complete signal transmission trilogy. now available in one powerful edition. Safety, in my opinion. The book that started the conversation. Safety Mutation, where the boundaries of culture, systems, and belief begin to break. And now, Safety Transmission, the final piece of the signal. For the first time, all 3 books are together in one volume. The Signal Transmission Trilogy, Complete Edition. This isn't just about compliance. It's about consciousness. It's about decoding the way we think, lead, and live, inside and outside the system. Whether you've been following the signal since the beginning or you're just now tuning in, this is the version to own. Search Signal Trilogy on Amazon or visit safetyfm.com to get your copy now.